Welcome back, guys. We're almost there. We're on the best section, right? We're on the best section. We're getting into the writing now, which is actually going to be quite quick, relatively speaking. Anyway, so now just to give you a bit of a preamble. So what we've been doing, just to remind you, right? The RAS. We've been priming it the whole way along, right? From the time of the 10-point writing technique, remember that one? You've got the cover, you turn to the back to get the book summary or the blurb, and then you've got the chapters, rewrite each one as a newspaper headline, and then you separate those guys out. Each chapter you do the following, the 2 or 3 points that you want to get into in that chapter. What are they? You write them down. And then you get into which 2 stories can alliterate those points. 2 stories, bang, you put that in. Then you're writing in there of what reference material do I need right now to fulfill this. I send off for it, right? I get that bit going. Okay, and after that I write down, okay, what is the overriding emotion for each chapter? That was supposed to be before it, by the way. But which overriding emotion for each chapter, right? Sadness, happiness, overjoyed, depressed, whatever it is, right? Incensed, enraged, right? Happy, whatever it might be. When we've done that, we've got the structure down now, and then when we're moving now into that flow of consciousness writing, right? Where we'll get into that in a second. Actually, I won't give it away yet, but we'll get into it in a second. So now we get the flow of conscious writing. We write all of the manuscript, and then we edit after that. So the five edit technique. 5 edits, right? That's what we do. And then we hand that manuscript on. If we're self-publishing, we hand it on to our freelance editor. If we're working with a publisher, then we hand that on to the editor, which is working for the publishing house. And we work with them one-on-one to polish our manuscript, all right? So that's what we're up to. Now remember all the other work that we've done. Now, the other work that we've done is as follows. We've researched our market. We've asked ourselves the 3 most important questions of why we're writing this book, right? We've looked into who we're writing it for. We've gotten deep. We've maybe joined a whole bunch of Facebook groups, Instagram. We're looking at all the different platforms, Twitter. We've gotten into those groups. We've gone to the bookstore. We've occupied ourselves in the section where we're gonna appear. Right? We've gotten into that. We've looked into which publishers, to work with if we want to work with a publisher, right? We've looked into what colors of the books, what titles of the books, like what do they look like? What are they doing? What's working? What's not working? What's successful? What's unsuccessful? We're doing all of this, right? So we're priming our RAS. We're getting everything in our body ready, right? If we're building a skyscraper, we've just built all of the foundations. We've built all the foundations and we've outlined the structure of our building. Maybe we've got the frame in and now we've got to build everything around it, right? So this is what we've done, right? This is what you've done. And that's why you should be, I don't like to use the word should, I will this time though, but should be patting yourself on the back because you've done the hardest part actually. The hardest part is all of the structure. So for those of you doing this in 10 weeks, I've given you the guide to actually get to that. And you're at that point now that this is the longest part in a way to get that firmly rooted in your subconscious mind of this is what's important to me right now. This is what I want to do, right? And you've got that, you've done that. So you're ready, you're pumped, right? And now you go off and you write that book and you decide now that maybe you want to do 2 hours a day for 5 days a week or you want to work for 6 days a week. It's up to you. If you're taking the custom track and going for 3 to 6 months, got yourself a little bit more time up your sleeve and do it in 5 days, maybe an hour a day, right? So you can do that. But the point is we've reached a point now, a really great point. I want you to be happy and excited that you've done the hardest part, right? The hardest part is done. Now the next one we'll get into the details of what comes next, but I just want you to get that, to imbibe that, to really feel comfortable in that. Remember, right? The plateau-driven learning. Okay, I want you to be comfortable and I want you to be happy. All right? Thanks a lot, guys. We'll speak to you next one. Bye for now.